Hello everyone, alecandstuff here, and as I'm sure many of you already know, I recently attended E3. I wanted to put this video out as a recap of some of the coolest things I got the privilege to see and do at this year's event. Now let me start by saying that right off the bat, I was so overwhelmed by the amount of news coverage, live streams, and overall discussions of the games present and from years past. I mean, games were all over the place. I've never been in a setting like that where there is such a high concentration of games and the people who love them. Secondly, there were a ton of people. It was crazy. Even the lines to get yourself a lunch within the convention center were long. After wrapping my head around just how many people were present, it became more and more clear to me why this event has become closed to the general public in the first place. The next thing I noticed was the fact that just about everyone in the industry was right down on the show floor waiting to try games out for themselves. What I mean by that is no matter your job position, I remember at one point we were sitting in front of the Nintendo Treehouse stream and Hiromasa Shikata, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, which for those who don't know has been developing on Zelda games in some form or another since Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64 and was also featured in this year's Nintendo Direct for E3, or Nintendo Digital event. Yeah, but that was cool. I also got a chance to see and meet some of the key team members from Game Explained, including Andre, Ash, and Derek, which was honestly one of my highlights of my trip because I got to talk with them for a few brief minutes about the show and our experiences so far at the event. It was really, really cool. Alright, so that about covers my initial thoughts about the event. Now let's talk about what made the whole event possible in the first place. The games. Now, the game I was itching to try the most when we first arrived was Rock Band 4. Since I'm a big fan of the series and figured the line was going to be really short, and it turns out I was right. I got to hop on and try out the new guitar and drums. The game played great and felt pretty much like every game before it in terms of gameplay, which is great considering the games offer tight gameplay as it is. Another great game I got to play, which I didn't think I was going to have as much fun playing, was Fable Legends. Initially, I didn't think it would appeal to me at all considering how different from games past Legends is, but I'm glad I was wrong. Even though it brands itself as a Fable game, it doesn't play like one at all. Rather, a team-based strategy game that pits 4 heroes against a lone villain player that controls and spawns creatures for the team of 4 to fight against. It ended up being a blast to play, and I even won a cool cape for winning a game as the villain. My next highlight was definitely Super Mario Maker. This is another title that didn't quite appeal to me right off the bat, but after playing a few rounds, it got me pumped for the game's release. I even got to play one of the maps from the Nintendo World Championships the day before. Let's just say, watching it be played is a lot different than actually playing it for yourself, and that goes for just about any game on the market. Alright guys, that about sums up some of what I got to do and see at E3 this year. It was a dream come true being able to even go. I've been watching from home ever since around 2008. And I've made it a goal to go ever since. It was truly an amazing experience. I learned a lot, and I even feel a bit more motivated, more so than ever, to doing what I'm doing right now, and that is making videos on YouTube. Anyways, if you want to see more footage of any of the games I've talked about and more, check out some of the videos in my E3 2015 playlist, where I've uploaded all the gameplay I got to grab from the event, including a photo slideshow I posted yesterday. I'll post the link right in the description, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. That was a good one.
Shelter too. No, fold-out shelter. That is brilliant. And you know the new Dishonored game is pretty darn spiffy too.